All right. Hello, hello. I really want to finish this game. I love it, but it is long. And I'm hoping I get some RPG people in here because I just want to talk. Oh, Sapichu, hey. How you doing? I am going to be playing this in the D&D category. Maybe I'll get people who want to talk D&D. How are you? It's hot. It's gross. Oh no. Okay, there we go. Play any games last week? Any games this week? Are you running anything? I'll be playing Alice is Missing tomorrow on stream. Where was I? Here. Yeah. 14, 15. Oh, man. Is it loud enough? I know it's... you first came to my channel because of D&D, but have you played this before? This is actually this is based off I don't know if you're aware. If you are, then I'm just repeating information. But this is based off Star Wars Z20. That's how I learned about Star Wars having tabletop RPGs when I was a kid. It was like one of the things that made me really want to learn how to play. Is he a Force user? He's not.
Something up?
And I love this game. And I will be running some Star Wars on stream next month. I should probably put that on the schedule thing. But I love running the Star Wars RPG so much. I have some questions for you.
All right. What did you want to know?
What made you leave the Sith?
Well, there was a woman, a Jedi. She gave her life for mine.
Were you trying to kill her?
It wasn't a mission. She sought me out. She said she had come to save me. She was lying, of course. Or I think she was. It doesn't matter. She told enough truth to get my attention.
Are you sure she was lying? Maybe she did want to save you.
She said that Revan was doing something terrible to Jedi within the unknown regions. That when we captured Jedi, they were sent to a place designed to break them. And that anyone in her service who showed any ability with the Force was sent there too, to turn them, to break them into dark Jedi, or assassins trained to kill Jedi. She said that's what would happen to me, that I had the Force inside me. That's why I was so good at killing Jedi. And that when the Sith learned of it, there would be no escape, no turning back. I would become an instrument of the dark side, forever. I had heard talk in the ranks, troops vanishing. I knew what she meant, but I didn't believe her. Or want to believe her.
So what did you do? If you didn't believe her, then what happened to her?
I did what I did with all Jedi. I hurt her. I hurt her a lot. And then, right when I thought she couldn't take any more, she showed me the Force.
In my head.
And I felt everything she felt. And I heard just an echo of what the Force was.
It's like the voice
Now,
just
what I was
changed.
doing, I think I loved her. But it wasn't that kind of love. It was the kind of love where you're willing to give up everything for someone you don't even know.
Then that is... Perhaps you felt a greater good would be served to your salvation. No, Jedi's lie.
I killed her for crawling in my head, for showing me that. But before she opened her mind to mine, my only thought was that I would love to kill her. And at the end, I killed her because I loved her.
I don't know if I could roleplay an evil character, but like this game, like and especially makes me want to like play someone who's morally flexible. That's a lot to bear. It's also a lot of me for me to forgive. You're right to kill her.
In the end, she sacrificed herself to keep my secret, to prevent the Sith from knowing about that touch of the Force inside me. She wasted her life to save me. Me.
And I felt her die when she opened her mind. I've killed Jedi, like I said, but I was never there to feel it, to be on the receiving end. And after that, I couldn't stop feeling things. Before, guilt, lust, impatience. It had been orchestrated to get close. Now it all just kept tumbling out, and I couldn't keep doing what I was doing. So I left. I fled with the displaced war veterans to Nar Shaddaa. I lost myself there, until the war came to an end. I wanted no more of Jedi, or Dark Jedi, or the Force. I just wanted to be left alone.
And then, I met you on Paragus.
And I thought maybe she had saved me so that I could help you. And if I can't, then I have to try.
Then I welcome your help.
I didn't want to tell you any of this, but I had to. Because if something happens, I can't let you think I was doing it for something other than the past.
Then let us stand together. I welcome your help and your honesty.
Once, a Jedi showed me the Force. I heard it. I felt it. At the time, there was too much pain to confront it. Because if I did, it meant I would be changed into something else. Now, I'm not afraid of it anymore. And I think that by learning how to use it, I can help protect you. Or at least buy you some time.
Hey,
when
Showtime, how you
disaster
doing?
comes screaming in.
I want to learn how to use the Force. I want to learn how to use the Force to help.
How's your day? Did you celebrate Father's Day? Then I will train you at. Oh, welcome in, Fridge Makara. You have a particular favorite ability combo in D&D? Oh, man. I'm really not like a min-max player. And when's the last time I actually got to play? You tell me yours, Makara. I'm curious. I guess I really love the Goodberry, Druid level 1 and like Life Cleric level 1. Because then your Goodberries are like really strong. I'm working on my start playing stuff. I didn't celebrate Father's Day. The old coffee lock build. I don't I don't allow like I'm not a GM who really likes. I don't really like worrying about an arms race with like min-max players. They can be fun because they know the rules, but I am not a theory crafter at all. Despite having you never played. Do you know how to play, Fridge? Do you mind if I call you Fridge? The particular favorite combo I thought of went like this. Granted, exploits an edge case of concentration and self-target. Spell 1, cast magic jar. Step 2, possess the fighter in the party. Most parties have one. Step 3, cast Tensor's transformation. Step 4, return to your body. Step 5, profit. What's Sentinel again? Sentinel is if someone exits your reach and you hit them, right? They stop moving. Is that Sentinel? Showtime? I don't think I've ever had a player who used a polearm. Never. Because they're always disappointed. They need that feat to do the bonus action with the polearm. I think it's a feat. I forget. I think I like playing support, right? So like it's the Druid Life Cleric multi-class. Just get a really strong good bear and just heal everybody for like a ton of HP. Yeah, you abuse the reach of it and stop people from moving around the field. It's strong but fun. Oh yeah, that I do like though. I like control. Like I like being. I don't care if I'm not top damage or whatever. Except monks. Monks are fun. I love just hitting everything and stunning them. Your team will probably rule that such a thing does not work, just to stop a high level fighter from being under the effects of floating 52 rule it. Martial stocks. I'm the DM of my games. I would probably tell my player, "Hey, you can do this once, but we'll see how if it becomes a problem, I might tell you no." If my players can know the rules well enough where they can start abusing it in a way that doesn't like ruin the fun, I'm cool with it. Because if I have to start, I'm not a dungeon master who really balances combat. I throw what I want at it, and if it's too high of a CR, well, so be it. I'm also very. I freely give out information to players too. I would have no issues with allowing them at Fridge. I run games at level 20. Final fights in 2H. I've my highest level campaign ended at 13. Showtime. I love gritty realism, and it's not even because I'm dealing with magic items. It's just like the slower pace of it. Because long rest takes a week. It just it also leads to, like, I do think it leads to more role play, but also because it lets you spread out those 6 to 8 adventuring encounters for an adventuring day over a week or whatever. And that's my favorite thing. My last campaign for 3 years was gritty realism. I loved everything about it. I love slow. I love slow travel. Slow travel and random encounters are my favorite thing. So I spent a lot of time reading about it and how to make it fun for my players. And I've done OSR systems like Old School Essentials and Sword and Wizardry, where you're expected to use random encounters, and then you also use stuff like morale tables and activity to see to give you more of an idea of how to improvise on the fly, and that just makes it so much more fun. Also, I'm honestly good with whatever my players like. It's just like my thing is I love slow travel, right? Because I think it gives it lets them explore the world, and my favorite thing is exploring a setting. I love exploring a setting. I want to see how it is just going from place to place, how dangerous it could be, or how, like, adventurous it could be, or getting lost in a ruin and just it doesn't have to have combat in like a dungeon. It's just like getting to learn lore. I like to learn lore, and that's my favorite. Fridge, do you watch like actual plays then? Like, how did you get into D&D theory crafting? Do you like Pathfinder then? Because I feel like Pathfinder is the system for theory crafters. No, I mean that is a problem, right? That's why I like using random encounters. And I roll out in the open. I also don't do day by day, right? Like I find that boring. I'll do a point crawl. If I say something takes 3 days to travel, I'll say give me a check. We'll roll it, and if you fail, if an encounter happens, then I'll come up with a narrative reason of what happened, right? But I don't I I've run enough systems now that I'm very comfortable just if we're gonna like Star Wars, it's very fun when you start to like ignore stuff, right? You throw a combat encounter away. Right? I've gotten really comfortable with that. I was scared of that more when I was a newer DM. These days I don't really care. I love when it's rare because it heightens attention. I did day by day travel when you were in the Underdark. We had 4 sessions in the Underdark, and it was so deadly. I don't know. I gotta show you this. I don't know if have I ever told you about my Underdark stuff. Give me a second to find it. It's a complete campaign. Okay, so Storm Kings. Bro, I'm learning it because that's a perfect spot. Yo, day by day, with gritty realism, not being able to long rest in the Underdark was so much fun. So fun. Corey, would you be playing? It's just a one shot, right? When would it be? When would the day be? And Fridge, I looked at Pathfinder, and while I do not have nearly good enough grasp on the rules, so looking in deeply, it's nice to learn it. The good thing about Pathfinder is all the rules are like legally they're freely available online, so it's really easy to find the material. Let me see. I think it's called Pathfinder 2e. Aether, I forget what it's called. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Bam. So here it is. If you want, Fridge, that's all the rules. They have them legally available for free. It's amazing. I don't like it because I'm not a theory crafter, so I don't really need all those stuff. If you don't stop in That's really cool. I didn't know that. Let me. I gotta find my thing now. It's just a point crawl map. It's not like really detailed or anything, but oh man, it was some of the most fun sessions we had. And I gotta see where it is. Underdark. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Was this the last day? I think it was. Nope, it's not that one. Okay, it probably was. Oh, I got lucky then. I found the right one. Okay. I did I used a program called Graphis, and I put like a little code to make a random, this is a point crawl map in the Underdark from the ruins of Thundertree, which if you run Lost Mine, you probably recognize Thundertree. And then there's Gauntlegrim, and my players had to get there. And I just had a bunch of little details, like the dotted line were hidden paths. The red line is where my players went through. The black lines were obvious routes. Then there were I had like little descriptors of what you can encounter in that route. Like Scori's Stone Bones. That is stone giant stuff. My players were terrified of stone giants. This would have been the most direct path, but they would have been hurt by stone giants. And oh my god, this was so much fun to me. And we did this all in person too. So it was just us getting lost. And this was like during the winter. Well, no, it was March, so it was still cold out, right? And it was still getting it would get dark still pretty early. It was March 13th, and oh man, I love this. Oh yeah. There was like, I remember this. They were roaming undead, and they were scared because before they saw zombies that were like infected with mushrooms, and they thought they would get sick if they started like attacking these things. Because one player, I said, yellow spores came out, and he started coughing, and they kept trying to put it out with fire, but was it fire? It was something makes yellow spores spread. I forgot it was fire or something else, but it was so fun. And there was like a fungal cavern. I remember what else? I had here fungus that were infecting stone giants. So this is the first time they ever saw they're giants. They're a giant creature. What are they called? Fomorians. Yeah, they were Fomorians. That's what they saw, right? That's what. But how do you spell that? Fomorian. Okay, hold on. Fomorian. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so they started seeing Fomorians for the first time, and they're giant creatures. So I was saying these funguses were infecting them, right? And one of them, like when they died, I was like a spore burst all over them, and they got weak, right? They had like I said, give me a con save, blah blah, 18, or so it was something high, and I said it wasn't a curse, but none of them had greater restoration. So I said you would need something of that power to cure it, or you can leave the dungeon. You can leave the Underdark, but you're gonna have to spend all that time to get back here because they were trying to go warn the dwarves in Gauntlegrim that drow were gonna attack to try and take the fire elemental there, and so they were on a deadline. So they were like, no, we'll keep pushing through. But oh man, it was so fun because it was so deadly, and they really spent time trying to like not fight. Let's see, hold on, let me read what you said. At one point, they were free on Roll20. One of my favorite things to do is, I know, I love it. I don't really listen to actual plays. But I love listening to game masters when they stream prepping. I love to watch. All right, that's the best. Oh yeah, so here's a drow camp, right? On the right. They had went from Thundertree down to through a gorge, and deep gnome trackers were just deep gnomes, but they're traders. Oh, not trackers, traders. But the traders gave basically opened them this path, saying, "Oh, there's some drow back there. You might want to, I was like, oh, you might want to not go that way." But one player was a drow, and they were being searched for by the drow. Also by, their goal was event to get down here, right? but one player was a drow, and her like mother or whatever ran away from Menzo Baranzan, which is like an ultimate insult, right? So her cousin or whatever is leading this assault down there. So if they saw her, they're gonna try to kidnap her or whatever. I was about to do a. Oh, that's cool. You should do that. I'll watch that. I love stream preps. I wish Steve would do it more. She did it a couple of times. I love stream preps. Like there's like you just learn so much, and then if you have people talking, like you get so much from it. Should I do both? I've done Star Wars in the D&D section while I was doing D&D prep too. I it's just fun. Like a lot of people just you can get ideas from people chatting. There's one I'm running. Hold on, where is it? Can I open it? I don't want this right now. But this is a Star Wars system. I'm actually gonna run this next month. July 9th is gonna be session 0 on stream. We're gonna do it. We're gonna create characters and we're gonna play. I just have everything set up, but that's not what I want to show you. Here we go. Oh yeah, I'm also really happy I finally got a domain name and my dynamic DNS. I got it like the proper like CA certified, so now it doesn't time out anymore. So I'm happy about that. But this is like an old school dungeon style thing. It's deadly. Yeah, my players are badly hurt already. They've been dealing with gnolls and fiends and stuff. They're only level 3, so it's just been really fun. I love classic style dungeons. There's wandering monsters. I'm not keeping track of time or doing dungeon turns, but they are, if they're doing stuff like they're trying to repeatedly lockpick a door and they fail, then I'm gonna roll an encounter. I'm gonna roll to see if there's an encounter, right? Just so that I don't I don't want them to abuse it, right? Like if you fail, you fail. Fine, you can do it again, but you might have an encounter. And I did tell them though, this was purely on them. I said, if you take a race that has no dark vision, you'll get a free feat. And if you take a variant human, I'll still let you get the free feat. So none of them have dark vision, none. Which is, I love worrying about light. It's one of my favorite things. And I don't I'm also using material from here. Where is it? Sources. I'm using material from Tome of Beasts and Flea Mortals. So, oh yeah. So like their stuff are deadly, right? Have you seen their material? Let me see what's oh yeah, they also have cool stuff like this. Graveyard and Tomb. So like the Tomb Lair actions, right? I use this one because this is like it's a monk monastery, but I said it's desecrated because they're actually more like abyssal worshippers. A player decided he's a warlock whose his patron is Grazit. So now I'm changing stuff to be more about Grazit instead of like Ball. I need to set it up. I do love, because like I tend to run my dungeons like raw, rules as written, because I want to. That's me being fair. Because if I'm gonna make it deadly, it's gonna be rules as written. If it's not gonna be a lot of combat, then I don't care about throwing out the rules. But I want players to be aware that the rules are gonna be important if it's gonna be deadly, because at least they can know what to expect. If I'm changing too much, then I don't know. For me as a player, I feel like it can be. I'm not a paid designer, right? I don't have like the resources of WotC to really balance something out, right? So that's why I prefer to run raw. Right? If a campaign though for my players, it's whatever. But if it's like something, this is meant to be deadly, like really test out the new Foundry update. I know. I mean, I know they don't. Like the Twilight Cleric is insane, right? That's the stupidest thing ever. Fridge, if you're there still, Twilight Clerics are the one thing I do ban at the table. Like Twilight Clerics are way too strong. They're so strong. Let me see what they can give, like AC or everything or advantage freely, right? That's what it is. I can't remember right now. Cleric Twilight. Okay, tables, proficiency. As an action. No, dark vision out to 300 feet? That's insane. 300 feet. Why don't you just make it 30 feet? 60 feet? Why 300? And you share with everybody. And up to your wisdom modifier. If you're a cleric, you're going to pump your wisdom. And what else? As an action, you give somebody advantage on... Okay, I'm fine with that one. That's just initiative. It's this one, right? Yeah. The sphere center on you has a 30-foot radius. It's filled with dim light. Whenever creature enters its turn, you grant the creature one of these benefits. You grant it 1d6 temporary hit points plus your cleric level, or you can end them from being charmed or frightened. That's a level 2 feature. That's insane. I don't like doing a lot of combat though. That's the thing. There are periods where I get really excited to do a dungeon, and then I'll make it deadly and I'll have traps and stuff. But that's not a lot, right? Like I like gritty realism because then, if something's too hard or too easy, it doesn't really matter because then I can spread it out, the challenge and the resource attrition or whatever. It doesn't have to be as, because I don't have to worry as much about the adventuring day. And I know D&D is like primarily combat driven system, but it's just like that's why I prefer. I'll have a dungeon, where I'll be more free with it. I just don't like Twilight Clerics. It's just insane. As a bonus action, you give yourself a flying speed equal to your walking speed at level 6. Level 8. On each of your turns you hit a creature, you cause it to deal an extra d8 damage. That's not so bad. That's level 8. But you give half cover to everybody who's near you. That's insane. That's just what? An extra 2 AC plus 2 dexterity saves? Or what happens to clear this place but the rest of the party's out of resource? Yeah, that's the thing, right? The solution is more combat, and I don't want more combat, right? I'd rather have less combat, but they're more dynamic and more challenging. But if it means I have to not allow Twilight Cleric, so I don't have to throw too much, because like combat takes a while, and like it's been 2 sessions. They've only went through They fought their way here. They did like 3 rooms on this side. They haven't gone up here. They haven't even seen this part. This is what's going to go downstairs into the actual dungeon level. This is the dungeon. They haven't even been inside of here. They don't even know about it yet. Right? I have like traps all over this thing. I love traps. That's my favorite thing, Showtime. I love traps, but not even just like those one. I love complex traps. I love traps as an encounter. That's my favorite thing too in a dungeon. That, slow travel, and random encounters. If you like, I mean, if are you a power gamer yourself? You know what? They can be babies about trap, but I told them, look, my players know I love traps. That's why this person's a rogue. I was like, yeah, you can be a trap, but remember, you have no dark vision. So, and if you're gonna be solving traps in the dark, you're gonna have disadvantage on anything with relying on sight. And if you have a lamp, fine, you won't be, but that means you might have disadvantage to hide from to stealth, right? So like, I let them know that straight. I love using random encounters, and I have a wandering monster table for this dungeon and stuff. Yeah, I'll build and roleplay accordingly. Yeah, I mean, this is more just But this is meant to be a short thing, just because Foundry had a big update recently for V12, and then they updated D&D. So for me to like really test it out, the best way would be run a dungeon. That's what this is meant for. I hardly do. I haven't actually run D&D since October. It's been a while. I've been doing a lot of Cyberpunk since then. I shared buying originally. Yeah, yeah. My players know I like. I prefer. I like combat. I do enjoy combat. It's just like it's not my main focus, right? If I am running D&D, expect combat, but I will let you get out of a lot of stuff if it makes sense, right? Like Cyberpunk is so deadly that the campaign I had with Sia had almost no combat, and that was fine. It felt satisfying because that system is built in a way where being socially powerful is just as satisfying as being really strong in combat. Where this system, I feel like, you have your skills, but really, it's meant for heroic fantasy. That's what it's best at. But the next one I do want to do though, because I've been doing a lot of old school stuff for a reason, is I want to get good at hex crawling, right? If you told me Demon, I wanted to tone down character and something more shorter. Do that. I think it's super deadly. Then building for combat is still cool because the nuclear arms theory. I don't mind if someone builds like min maxes. It's just like, don't be disappointed if I don't run something. Like I'm not balancing counters. Oh yeah, well for Cyberpunk, I also don't mind if someone maxes because that system is way deadlier. You take a crit or two, and the crits are permanent, right? Until you go to a doctor and get oh, they've been adding the Magic the Gathering stuff. In Cyberpunk, that system, if you get a critical hit, you have to go to the hospital to get it healed or surgery or whatever. I didn't know they were adding the Magic the Gathering stuff. Are they? No, I don't think it is. I was kind of hoping like that. They have like those setting PDFs available for free. That'd be cool. But the next, I do want to run this adventure. Where is it? Tomb of Annihilation. I really want to run this, and so I like slow travel, and I ran Old School Essentials a bit, not a lot, but like maybe like 15 sessions or so. That's enough time for me to learn how to do a hex crawl properly. So, I read through the book. There are not enough encounters, like pre-made encounters for this thing. I would have to add a lot more. There's almost nothing out here, like on the east side. Like it's insane how dead it is, right? And definitely nothing out here. Like, why do you include all this? Should have just had it here. Put like a giant mountain range or something. But me as a DM, I'm very interested in the Peaks of Flame, the Valley of Dread, the Skylarred Mountains. And yeah, anyway, I am comfortable running. Hold on, because if I only fight once or twice, a role play is whatever we can all do, but we can all die, and that's fine. Something else good. I don't know. I guess. No, spam chat. I appreciate it. I think I'm just not I can't talk to myself anyway. But hold on. But what is it? I really want to do this one next. I'm waiting for the 2024 rules because I really want to see what it's like when it's fully out. Because I think they come out this year, right? Showtime. Do they? Let me see. D&D 2024 Player's Handbook. Release date. September 17th. Okay. Well, I mean, it's 3 months away, but That's really the only one I need. Oh, you didn't hear me? I was muted for a second. I'm waiting for the 2024 D&D books to come out. At least the player's handbook, because I want to see what's different enough. Like I know there's like the beta stuff, but I don't really care. I'm not keeping track of it. But I want to run my next D&D campaign when these are out. At least the player's handbook. Because I do like some of the stuff. Like I like the inspiration changes. I like the changes for the monk. I'm not scared. I am cautious of it, right? Like I like the changes for the ranger, right? But I want to see what. So I have a friend who she's done like cosplay, like officially for D&D Beyond or for Wizards or whatever. So I don't pay for any. I paid. I bought the legendary bundle a long time ago. So the ones that say in library, I actually own. But because of her, I just keep getting all the other stuff for free. I'm leeching from her campaign, basically. But she gets everything because she has like the friends key or whatever. So I don't really care if they come out, I'll have access to them. So I'm fine with that. But I want to wait for that to come out, and because I want to run this, but I want to see if there's like new stuff. Because like they said in the new Dungeon Masters guide, they're gonna have a better actual explanations for stuff, right? The 5th edition DMG, like I do think it's a good book, but they don't explain anything that's really important for, like they say travel, you can do a montage, you can do a point crawl, but they don't tell you how, right? They don't explain it. It's so dumb. And then like I love the stuff on my favorite stuff. I love this chapter, the adventure environments. It's one of my favorite things. But they need more, right? Like I need like urban encounters. This is it. Like this is nothing. Random. It's nothing. This is nothing. Give me more. And they did say like they're gonna show off. They're gonna give you a setting, which I think they're saying is gonna be Greyhawk, right? So that's cool. And have a player who buys everything. Sort of the same thing. I think I own. Yeah. I'm lucky. I don't buy it anymore, thankfully. I do own everything physically though. Let's see. I own it all physically though. Yeah, so let's see. That's all the D&D books I have. So I have all the current D&D books. Yeah. Yeah, so I have all of them. I think. I might be missing like I'm missing the what's the one with the cards again? What are they called? The Arcana? I forgot. They should. They should. But right now my main systems are these in the front. I never played Helldivers. My friend just got on. He's on Helldivers. I never ran Pathfinder. I don't. Well, it was cool. It was cool having you here. I love talking RPGs. But my favorite thing right now is Cyberpunk. By the way, I love Cyberpunk. Okay, let me close that. Nice chatting. Yeah. Okay. Oh man, I really should prep the dungeon though. I don't feel like doing that. I want to play Star Wars. I want people to tell me D&D stuff. I should finish out my start playing though. Okay. There we go. Then I will train you, Aaron.
What must I do? Is there some ritual?
Some ritual or not? cat take a bath, and he's like shaking off, trying to just wet everything. I try to dry him as best I can. Now he just has to dry off. Well, now, and the Jedi. Well, a Force user. Imagine the slaughter of the war, the death, and the energy filled you with. Yo. Hey, oh, hello, Velvet. How are you? I'm good. Trying this. Streaming. No, you're good. I was talking D&D with the guy up there, Showtime Demon. He's actually a paid GM. And I started a start plan account. I haven't finished setting it up. I don't think I want to do. I'm not in a hurry to fill it out. Would you ever do that? Do paid GMing? Probably do it for Mothership, right? Feel the fires as Republic ship burns as Jedi fall before you. At last, and awaken. Okay, perfect. My goal is to try and get as far as possible here. I have one planet left, and maybe I can finish this game today if I actually focus.
Something up?
Oh yeah, I gotta give him all these lessons now.
Something up?
If I were gonna do a paid game, honestly, I'd probably do Star Wars. I feel like that would get more people easily.
Something up?
I don't get to run it enough. I do love it, and I don't get to run it a lot. I might doing paid DMing, but I would do it really.
Something up?
I wouldn't do it cheap because I don't want to do it enough that I want to do it a lot of games at once. But if I did it for the group,
Something up?
I'd probably do like $25 a person, honestly, per game. Yeah, exactly. I want it to be Star Wars or Cyberpunk. I'd rather do Star Wars though. I like Cyberpunk, but I don't. I like the group I have for Cyberpunk, and I don't think I would want to change. I don't want to run it for other people. Oh yeah, I was going to go to Dantooine. What would it be for you? Would it be Pathfinder or Dantooine or Mothership? Korriban, Duxon, Onderon. What just happened? That was weird. It just showed the Obsidian logo. Do you have? What's your favorite system? You don't have one. It's a toss-up between Cyberpunk and Star Wars. I run Cyberpunk more, but I just love the narrative dice, and I love Star Wars.
I do not understand why she displays such disobedience.
You know why. She bears the face of her mother.
She shames us all.
She has always brought shame upon us. In terms of combat, she is the least among us. Her stance always had too much passion about it.
Perhaps
I mean,
sister chose exile rather than having it forced upon her.
I like a lot of systems. It's just if I would love to run Star Wars more and Cyberpunk. Like I would love a long campaign with them.
Because I told him everything.
Ah, and now you are free.
Yeah, so no more threats, no more of your requests. You and me, we're done.
Did you ever think I truly held you? You're more of a fool than I thought. What truly held you was you, and let me show you why. I once held the galaxy by the throat, as you once held her by the throat and let her die slowly. And your emotion at that point is what you fear. I wielded power like you
Other
cannot
props run
imagine.
APs.
Everything I saw was awash with possibilities, spreading outwards, touching.
I don't know which one.
everything
If I did a
else.
campaign,
I saw all of that. All
I would probably
of
just
the
do
Force
homebrew,
here.
honestly.
And only when it was ripped from me.
I'll
did I
steal from
truly
the published material.
And I know what lies buried within you, that you hide with your desperate thoughts, your guilt, your lusts. I can unlock that part of you anytime I wish. It is a simple thing, the human mind. Once it feels something strongly, it becomes etched in the memory, the subconscious. Shall I show you? That part of you that hungered to kill Jedi, that took pleasure from it? Or perhaps you will continue to listen to my counsel, and I shall ignore your pathetic attempts at freedom. Now leave me, murderer. I have nothing
I love
further
this
to
character
say to
so
one
much.
such as you.
I would like to do Eberron, though. I really like the setting. I just I'd basically have to homebrew the whole thing, right? I would. I'd probably feel comfortable, honestly. Like, I want to do like some $5 games just so people can. I can get some reviews on my thing, and I'll probably do it for Cyberpunk and Star Wars. But if I were to do D&D, because D&D's work, like, it's. I think it takes me more effort to prep D&D than it does, say, Star Wars or Cyberpunk, and even Call of Cthulhu. And like, you're a human, right? I just have to know where the clues are or what I need to give out to the players. I find that very easy. Notice this is your lightsaber. You'll find a little welcome here, Jedi. For your own good, I recommend you speak to Administrator Adare. Could you please answer my questions first?
I will answer your questions. She was the agricultural administrator of Dantooine. After the Sith attack,
Thanks for lurking.
she kept us together. Without her, the only thing you'd see around here are mercenaries. We had problems with Mandalorian mercenaries even before the Jedi Civil War. The Jedi helped clear most of the problem up, but after the war, many soldiers from both sides of the conflict became mercenaries. And since we're so far from the core, some started gathering here.
Have the mercenaries caused any problems?
The difference between an out-of-work mercenary and a raider is a vibroblade's edge. The only thing we can prove they've done is intimidate a few farmers. The farmers give them goods, money, or food just to stay on their good side. The only one that isn't scared of them is the administrator. There have also been a lot of disappearances recently, and not all of them can be blamed on Cath hounds. But nobody can prove the mercenaries are responsible.
Who's disappeared?
A farmer here and there, or a family. We lost enough people during the war that keeping the Cath hound and Kinrath populations under control hasn't been possible. So there are a lot of animal attacks. Some deaths, too. The disappearances might be just coincidence, but a lot of the stubborn folk seem to be more accident-prone.
Where's Kunda?
Kunda is the big building just outside the landing port. It used to be the estate of a man named Matali, but he and his family disappeared around the time of the bombardment. The administrator rebuilt it, and now this is our center of government.
This is your center of government?
I know it doesn't look like much, but there aren't many settlers that live on this planet. This building is the start of something new for us. We're very proud of it.
It'd be more impressive if there weren't so many holes.
We're working on it. Is there anything else you'd want to talk about?
I'll be going.
Just head into the building and you'll find your way to the administrator. I'll be over by the entrance if you need anything else.
Okay, this is the last planet I have.
Just say.
And then it gets near the end. I plan to either finish this planet, and if it doesn't take... There's not really much here, from what I remember. Did I really put points in this? Oh, it's close. Oh my god, what a waste. Okay.
The word.
Can I train him to have finesse lightsaber?
Something up?
3. Nope, I can't. That's a shame. Alright. Let's give you some treat tree. Lightsaber, Jedi sense. Weapon focus lightsaber. He has 20 dexterity. Well, I can at least give him the feat for finesse. He can get 2 powers. Force deflection. And of course, shock. Another level up too. Huh. What else would help him? Well, that'd be good too. Except level up. Oh, my throat is sore. Another level up. He's got a lot of level ups. Okay. 1 power. He should have cure. Even if he is dark side. At least that level. Is there anything else here? He has master conditioning. Force sensitive. He doesn't really need the skill stuff. Finesse melee weapons. That's the one. Wait. No. Finesse lightsaber. Those are different. Double-bladed weapon or 2 weapons in 1 hand. Well, I gotta see now if I have an extra lightsaber for him. Short lightsaber. Here's a double-bladed one. I'll raise his demolition because no one else has that. Does this count for regular weapons though? I don't know if it counts for only for if it affects lightsabers. I'm not sure. Oh, that's annoying to consider. I'll leave it. Wait, what's recommended? Stealth run. Why stealth run? Melee. 2 deflection rolls. Oh, that's nice. Depth field for him. More. Another dex. What do I want? He's got a double-bladed weapon. 2 weapon fighting. I'll give him. He can at least get 1 attack all the way up. Death field, force scream, mind trick. I feel like kill never works. So, but fear, insanity is amazing. There, you're all good at it. I need some armor. Max dex is only 4. Oh, he needs that though. He can take that one. What's that? Oh. Dexless 1. Yeah, he can take those. Strength, reflex, inhibitor, multi-shield, strength +4, wisdom +2. That's more dexterity for him though. He can take that. Look at you. You know what? It's been an hour. I'm going to take a little break. I have something waiting for me anyway, so not a big deal. Who's here? Okay. Who is this? Gapesayer lightsaber.
Jedi. I've got to tell the others.
Wait, what do you have against the Jedi? If you warn the others, I will destroy you.
I'm sorry, Master Jedi. I won't tell nobody if you spare me. I promise.
I can't take that chance that you'll betray me and die. It's kind of his fault. He told me the dumbest thing possible. Crush opposition.
A weakness is revealed. It is strange. As you acted, suddenly I acted.
It is like we were fighting in tandem as a force bond. Though I do not feel the same connection. Your impulse to kill, to attack that one, I felt it mirrored in me. It was a strange sensation. It was as if I had no choice in the matter.
You always have a choice, and you made the right one.
Perhaps. Nevertheless, the impulse was strong.
You mentioned force bonds.
Yes, that bond that develops between master and their apprentice. Or between those that feel the force. Traumatic moments can bind. Just as proximity and slow growth may bind as well.
You always have a choice, and you made the right one.
Perhaps.
Okay, let's go on in circles. Influence gained. Ecologist and xenobiologist. Why are you so anxious to go? Okay. Do you have any cards I could buy? Here we go. Let's play some Pazak. Okay. Are you serious? Okay. Perfect. Ooh. He thought he had that. Yeah, he can win this one. No, I'm good. Man, Dantooine MMO is really terrible. Oh,
I hear you.
I don't have anyone who can do this, right?
Damn thing's stuck.
Ugh.
I'll just leave this right here.
I do need bail. What about her skills? She doesn't have many, I think. Skills. Computer use, 20. Security, 0. She has 26. Oh my god, the color looks weird. It's so flat looking. This game. Self-instar, fair, and honest trader. Every trader says they're honest, especially the dishonest ones. Lamentably, this is the case. What do you sell? Can I see what you have? Edge kit control cluster. Droid upgrade slot. Yeah, why not? What am I saving money for? Why are you here? I still want good prices. Okay, well, he's just a merchant. Oh, this shit.
Sorry, this door is blocked off. Don't cause any more trouble for Dantooine. Had enough of it for a lifetime.
Do you actually believe a Jedi would return here? After all they've done to us? They wouldn't dare.
They certainly would. You remember how they were. Always so superior, so arrogant, and never lending a hand when we really needed them.
I still don't believe it.
You should. My cousin's friend used to tend the gardens around the Enclave. He swears he saw a Jedi in Kunda. Could be hiding anywhere.
Well, I hope it's true. I hear there's a bounty on them, and we could certainly use the money.
Unless somebody beats you to it.
I'm right here. Do you notice your lightsaber?
Welcome to Kunda. You're a salvager, right? You'll need to see Administrator Adare to get access to the ruins. If you need directions to...
Why does everyone think I'm a salvager?
You're not. The only heavily armed people that visit us are either salvagers or mercenaries. And you don't look quite gritty enough to be a mercenary.
Okay. Well, where is she?
Your luck is not of the hapless settler. You are the newcomer that lands in a battered ship. Yes. No friendly greetings are here for you.
My ship isn't battered.
You act like I have insulted your woman. Your ship I haven't seen. But if it takes after you, it can't be in perfect condition. I am done being inconvenient.
Okay. He's begging to be killed.
Are you waiting for the administrator too? You won't have to wait too long. But if you want results, now that you may never get here.
Why not?
Kunda's like a droid without his power cell. Useless. We have problems all over, and the most you can get out of the administrator is a pat in the back. I'm sick of all their excuses and empty words. I need justice now. I fought in the war, and I know how to use my blaster rifle. If the administrator or Zeron doesn't do something, then I will.
What exactly is your problem?
Salvagers are the problem. They strip bare the ruins that belong to the people of Dantooine. Then they sell what they find back to us at inflated prices. I'm not a violent man. I've had my share of it in the war. I sincerely hoped I could just hang my blaster rifle on the wall as a souvenir for my grandchildren. But I can't farm without my equipment.
They stole your equipment?
Well, yes and no. I brought my moisture vaporator to Kunda to be serviced. On the way back to my farm, I took a shortcut next to the Enclave ruins. Damn Lagrix came out of nowhere. I had to run before they made a meal of me. When I returned to retrieve my equipment, the salvagers had already...
What was stolen from you?
A lot of farming equipment. It's not even valuable, just important for the moisture vaporators and hydroprocessors. The thief must be desperate for credits.
Try anything I can do to...
I suppose you could. Actually, if you could go to this salvager camp and convince them... I'm not rich, but I have some souvenirs.
Okay.
These war trophies are advanced weapons that some of the Sith troopers had. Heavy ordnance, which wouldn't be much good for defending my home. I might be able to offer more if you think...
I'll see what I can do.
That's great. I'm certainly not getting any help around here.
A lot of people here hate Jedi. But when they were
Hey
here,
Faker, how are you?
I don't blame them.
Hey Ben. I want to try marathoning this today, but I don't know if I have the energy.
What brings you to Kunda? Do you have any troubles to report? I'm here to help. I just hope you aren't here about Garavek.
Me, I'm good. I guess I'm getting a sore throat. But I did finally do something that I'm going to show you. So I'm excited I got it working. Come on. Here we go. So I can do this now. No IP. And this should. Oh, hey. Hello, Cinnamon. How you doing? I did get the book to play. And I was just showing Faker. This took me hours to do, Faker, but now I don't have to show my IP address, and I have a dynamic DNS set up, my own little domain, and I can just use this to give out to people when I want them to play Foundry, and hopefully it solves like my timeout issue, because now it's like it's got that, what do you call it, that CA certified thing, so it's secure. I gotta set up a. Oh, nice. That's cool. Let me show you something, Cinnamon. The other day when you brought it up, it's what I've already been playing this game, but I have it set up now in Foundry. I really want to play. I'm gonna stream this on July 9th. I'm in New York City, so we're probably a huge time difference, but if you're able to make it, cool. I'm excited. I can't wait to stream it. You won't. Let's see. Yeah. So I have it set up too now. So I can do this. I have little animations play and sounds. Let's see. Look at that. And even if the players need ideas to spend their strain, it'll even give them ideas. But I'm like, I love this system so much. And these are the 4 players. They're gonna make their stuff. I have it all set up, and with the pre-gens too. So like, if anyone in the Discord gets the itch to try it out, I can be like, hey, hop in, let's play right now. I really want to play. This is the beginner game, right? Have you done this one? Yours is all homebrew, right? I'm using the beginner game to teach the people, because when I'm teaching something, I'll just teach the system. I like to use a pre-published material, so I don't have to it's less work for me. Yeah, I know it's you're in Australia. Look, if you can so we plan. Let's see, what is it? New York City to Brisbane time converter. I don't know what this. I use this when I ever want 9 a.m. So it would be 11 a.m. for you, because we're gonna be doing it at 9 p.m. My time. Forcing Destiny module, yeah. So they also have a beginner game. There's 3 of them. Are you playing that, or is it like, do you know if your GM's like making everything up there on their own? Let's see. But oh man, I really wish they had PDFs. But Fantasy Flight, I'm not gonna open it. Well, I'm not gonna reveal it. But where is it? Adventures? No, here. Force and Destiny. So this is the beginner game, and yeah. You like Star Wars, right, Faker? Do you? It does. That was it a week ago already? It's been over a week, right? Have you guys talked to the GM about it? Are you going to do that now? Soon? Come on, update. There we go. Like, has anything changed since? Because really, it just sounds like they probably need to reread the... Okay, this Sunday. Cool. Are your games on Sunday then? Who are you?
I don't even want to get into it. Ask around if you want to know the details. It'll just make my headache worse if I talk about it. I don't know
the
what
system's
we'd
a lot
do
of
without
fun.
Administrator Adare. She managed to plow through a lot of the family bickering once the Sith left during the war.
Oh, wait, hold on. Do you know how the dice work, Faker, in that system? All right, so let's see. Nope. Okay, I'll give you an example, because I don't mind. I love to talk about these dice. These are my favorite dice. For one, it's dice pools, which is always fun. I love. Who doesn't like love rolling a large amount of dice? So say, actually, let me move them here. We'll go. No, not there. Where's the scene? Here we go. Much easier. So you are a Wookiee, and you're on Tatooine trying to get this guy. He has a bounty. Bam. You finally found him, and you want to take a shot. You are about medium range distance. There's no numbers for the distance. It's just medium, right? This system uses range bands, which I love. The Office, I need to write out a scene for you that I... No, yeah, please tell me. I'd love that. Tell me. I love hearing how someone's game went for this system. But, okay, so he's medium range, right? So I say it's going to be 2 purple dice to hit him. This green means these are untrained. See you, Cinnamon. Thanks for stopping by. So the numbers here, the stats, these determine your skills, right? You know, you need agility for your blaster, right? And then the Wookiee has one point trained in the blaster. That's why it's 1 yellow, right? So the difficulty is 2 purple. That means 2 difficulty dice. They have 3 good dice. So there's good symbols and bad symbols, and they cancel each other out. So obviously 3 good dice versus 2 bad dice. There's a good chance I will land this hit. But I'll say this: you're a Wookiee, so you stand out. So I'll add a setback because it might be harder for you to blend in, like in plain sight, because you're a Wookiee on Tatooine. They're just not common here. I'll say maybe your target, he works inside of a shop, so your shot to him is harder. So that's another setback. These are like circumstantial stuff you add. It could be for any reason. It could be environmental. It could be like I'm saying, he's a Wookiee who stands out. But I might give him a boost die because you are you have a direct line of sight of him, and right now there is no one in your way. And he's busy he's a mechanic who's busy working on a speeder. So he's very stationary. So I'll even give you a boost, which means you have a good chance of hitting him. And then I roll. So all these symbols mean something. These are success. This is called advantage. I want the wings. This is called threat. These are failure. And you can see there's another one over here. This is triumph. This is like a critical success. There was no red dice, so you don't see the really, really bad one. But that was bad. Basically everything canceled out. That's funny. Let me do another one. Upgrade ability. I'll do this. That way, yeah. There we go. So this succeeded, and there's 1 success, 2 threat, 1 despair. So you succeed. That means you hit him, but the success. What could this? Hold on, I got a message. But the threat means something bad happens right in the scene, not directly to him. So I could say you hit the guy, but because of the threat, I as a GM get to spend it. I'll say you shot, and 1 shot missed him wildly, and now it alerted some stormtroopers, and now they're coming to your position. Your position is very exposed, and you're a Wookiee, so everyone knows it came from you, right? Because there's no other Wookiees for you to just put the blame on. And it despairs like a critical failure. I'll say maybe in that moment, right? You hit the speeder, and it caused like a little, like the room to fill with smoke, so you have no idea where he ran away to, right? Because now he's been hit, but now he's aware someone's after him, and this smoke gives him a chance to escape. So now you have to go search for him. These dice just have a really fun way of encouraging the players to always add to the scene. So me as a GM, I'm not the only one doing it, and that's what I love about these dice. And they're so fun. It's very cinematic, the system. And it works best in like these kind of things, right? Not top-down maps. It's much better to use artwork, which I love so much more. And that's just like a rough example of how it works. But I can't wait. to play it. I love running the system. And like there's a bunch of careers, right? You can be like an explorer, but your specialization is you're a politico, or you can be a explorer and your specialization is you're a doctor, or you can be a bounty hunter where a specialization is you're an assassin, or a gadgeteer, which is you just make a lot of gadgets to fight with, or there's even one that's like you're basically like a detective, which is really cool. Because I mean, it makes sense for a bounty hunter, right? You're hunting for bounties. So it's really fun. But, okay, let me get back to this. Sounds like you don't approve of Zeron.
This is sensitive. It's not really a secret, though. A lot of people are upset with Zeron. He's a hard man and doesn't answer to anybody. Except, I suppose, the administrator. The thing is, he expects everyone to follow all the laws. That's not normally a bad thing, but the mercenaries are used to having a bit more freedom. So it's like Zeron keeps prodding a rancor with a stun stick. To a rancor, it's just a minor nuisance.
All right.
But if you keep at it,
thanks for
he's
lurking.
going to fight back. The mercenaries aren't unreasonable. They're mostly just war veterans looking for work. But Zeron just keeps poking them. So he has to get involved to make sure that the militia does what he wants. Otherwise, we'd probably give the mercenaries some room.
Can anyone do something about it? With some people, if you give them a little room, they'll take a lot more.
Dantooine has had mercenaries on it for years. I talked with some, and they're not unreasonable. There's got to be some sort of compromise we can both live with.
You can't bargain with a rancor.
Using my own analogy against me, the mercenaries aren't rancors. They're people, like you and me. But if you keep provoking them, it's just dangerous. I think we should be working on getting along. It's hard to follow orders that have you make things worse.
You gotta stay a team. They probably aren't as innocent as you think.
That's a good way of looking at it. I may not agree with the captain, but I guess I should make everyone fall in line. I still worry that he may provoke the mercenaries into something more dangerous. But I suppose he may know something I don't. Thanks.
Who are you? I should have asked that first.
Well, call me a defective protocol droid. Manners, right. I'm Barun Modril. I'm Captain Zeron's right-hand man. I help run the militia here. Well, that makes it sound more important than I am. Zeron takes a hands-on role in running the militia. If you have any real trouble, you'd have to go to him anyway.
Isn't being hands-on a good thing?
This is sensitive. It's not really a secret, though. A lot of people are upset with Zeron. He's a hard man. The thing is, he expects...
Yeah, I just heard this.
Maybe. It's hard to say. They meet a lot. But it seems to me they let each other alone for the most part. I'm sure there's a lot going on with the militia that the administrator doesn't even know about. It's tricky. You see, I think Zeron may be taking this whole thing a little personal. I'm not sure. Just a guess. I also think he's doing more to provoke them than just investigating every complaint against them hard. He's up to something. If someone could just ask a few questions, turn up some answers, maybe see if Zeron isn't being completely honest with the rest of us, well, then maybe he should be replaced.
If I look into this, is there any chance I could get a reward?
Definitely. The militia makes sure to reward anybody that helps out Dantooine. And if he's doing something risky. So if you happen to find something out like that, you should see Administrator Adare. If you have to do some footwork to check into things, you'll be compensated. We should probably talk about something else.
Okay.
All right.
It's not a very interesting map. Adare. Who's Zeron? Zeron? Magnetically sealed. Come on.
A visitor. Please, come in. Welcome to Kunda. I am Administrator Turina Adare. You're the owner of the, ship that just landed?
This ship is one of the fastest in the galaxy.
I meant no disrespect at all. It is, in fact, a remarkable vessel. And unless I'm much mistaken, that's the Ebon Hawk. That vessel has been on Dantooine before, during the war. That was a Jedi vessel.
I prefer if you keep that quiet. Quiet. Jedi don't seem to be liked here.
That is an unfortunate truth. And a wise request, which of course I will honor. Most settlers here hold bitter memories of the Sith occupation. Right or wrong, our settlers blame the Jedi and their hidden enclave for their suffering. I remember the old Jedi Masters and the considerable help they lent to Dantooine. I still maintain discreet connections with Jedi. I suppose your arrival here is no coincidence.
Oh, that's right. What do you mean by that? I'm looking for a Jedi. Could you tell me who you're talking about?
I feel I must step carefully here. You are not like other Jedi I have known. You seem darker somehow.
Times have been difficult for the Jedi. You'd change your appearance if you were being hunted across the galaxy.
Yes, I understand. Say no more. For good or ill, I feel you are the only one remaining who can help me with the present situation. My friend. Let's just call him Vrook.
Vrook is
We've
annoying.
known each other for many years, and our continued friendship could create many problems in the current political climate. He came to Dantooine not too long ago. He was looking into something quite important. He's gone missing recently. Did he send for you in case something went wrong?
Ooh. Here we go. He sent for me. He said you'd fill me on the situation when I arrived.
We need the skills of a Jedi more than ever. He was helping investigate Azgul and his mercenaries, but he had his own errand to run in the Enclave. Jedi business of some sort. He went into the sub-level, which isn't without its dangers, and he hasn't returned.
What are the dangers of the sub-level? Get to the point.
I'm starting to fear the worst. Would you be willing to go to the ruins of the Enclave to look for him?
I could use some supplies to ward off the dangers of the ruin, or credits.
From what I know of your type, you have all of the equipment you need to deal with the sub-level. I do realize the Jedi Order disbanded, so you must find credits yourself, however. The sub-level is dangerous enough that the salvagers have not managed to properly search it. There are many artifacts of value. Normally, I ask for a percentage of all salvage. In your case, however, you can take whatever you find without the customary tithe. I will have one of the militia transmit permissions to the Enclave security door. Go expecting danger, for you will most certainly find it there. Is there anything else I can assist you with?
Oh man, that's a lot. Okay. I guess I'll take another break and yeah, I have something I want to take care of real quick. So I'll be right back. Lurkers, thank you for lurking. Perfect. And back. That wasn't that long, right? 9 minutes? I did put an ad. So 9 minutes. Alright. That should be good for like the next 20 hours.
He was investigating the mercenaries for us. We've been increasingly concerned about them. Their behavior has always been antagonistic, but recently they've been behaving differently. Vrook was investigating this when he disappeared. We were counting on any hard intelligence he could provide. Our other assets have... If you find any information on the mercenaries during your stay on our planet, please report it to Zeron or myself.
Could you tell me anything more?
I believe I've told you everything I...
Okay. Do the people of Dantooine really hate the Jedi?
To most people in the galaxy, the distinction between Sith and Jedi is a blurry one, especially since most Sith were once Jedi. It is complicated by the fact that Malak and Revan were great heroes of the Republic and famed Jedi Knights. But a few years later, they were leading an armada which threatened everyone. And here on Dantooine, the Jedi Enclave provoked a brutal occupation by the Sith. It could have been far worse, but even now the damage has not been fully mended.
Provoked a brutal. Can anything be done about their hatred make it more difficult for Jedi to help them? What was Master Rook doing for you?
He was investigating the mercenaries for us. We've been increasingly concerned about them. Their behavior has always been antagonistic, but recently they've been behaving differently. Vrook was investigating this when he disappeared. We were counting on any hard intelligence he could provide. Our other assets have been unavailable recently. If you find any information on the mercenaries during your stay on our planet, please report it to Zeron or myself.
Can you tell me about the people of Dantooine?
Who do you want to know about? There are 3 groups of people on the planet right now. The settlers, salvagers, and the mercenaries.
I'd like to know about the settlers.
Dantooine is one of the younger worlds of the Republic. A couple of generations ago, this world was still untamed. We made great progress, in no small part due to the Jedi. But recently, we have been losing ground. During the war, the most prominent settler families either fled or were executed by the Sith. Losing their resources and the Jedi was too great a loss. But now we are organizing and starting to truly work together. Once we achieve that, I am confident that Dantooine can be safe and prosperous again.
You don't seem convinced by that.
No, I suppose I'm not. We need the Republic and always have. We aren't self-sufficient yet and we need aid. The fate of the Telos project is intimately tied to our own. The most humanitarian elements of the Senate have put their careers at stake in the rebuilding of Telos. If those efforts succeed, their prominence will grow and further aid will be given freely. But if they fail, there are colder, more authoritative elements in the Senate that could come to power. They would think nothing of leaving the strategically unimportant worlds to their own devices. That would be a tragic day for Dantooine and many other worlds. The Republic is in flux. Its final shape is uncertain.
What are salvagers doing in Dantooine?
They are a necessary inconvenience. Money has been a great concern to us, ever since the Sandrals and Matalays were removed during the Jedi Civil War. The agricultural exports we produce just cover basic maintenance. To expand and prosper, we needed credits. So we had to exploit a valuable resource we had. The ruins of the Jedi Enclave. It was not a decision lightly made. And even then, we couldn't do the work ourselves. Too dangerous. And every settler matters on our small world. So we opened the door to enterprising salvagers. The salvagers you see now are the last remnants of that force. The tithe we took from their claims sustains what semblance of government you see now.
What are you going to do when the ruins are empty?
We plan on using those credits to improve production and protect our world. We have enough to sustain ourselves until more prosperous times.
And you coexist happily with them?
We tolerate their presence because we must, and they generally follow our laws. But their time is almost over. The Jedi Enclave's sublevel is the only place left with reasonable salvage, and it has too many dangers for them. The salvagers aren't warriors. Generally, they are out-of-work miners or cast-offs from other worlds. Certainly.
Is there any work I can do here?
There are plenty of opportunities to assist people on Dantooine. Too many, I'm afraid. I would go to the militia headquarters and make your intentions known there. Besides that, just listen and ask around. I have no doubt that Baroon means well, but I have every confidence in Zeron. I would ask you to ignore anything Baroon asked of you. He doesn't see the full scope.
All right. Nothing, never mind. Where's the militia headquarters?
My life for you. I will answer.
I'll answer what I can. Why do you seek to teach me? Why? It's only that a weak servant is no use at all. I'll show you a stiff tight. I saw you that.
I must warn you. If you weaken yourself for me, then it will kill you.
You have curious views for a Sith.
There is more to the Sith than simply rage or slaughter. There are many kinds of hate, and all of them have the call of the dark side in them. The galaxy is filled with many such evils, and rarely have I seen anything else.
What do you mean?
I remember little of my homeworld before I entered my master's service. It is not as it was. There is little left of such memories, or the planet itself.
Tell me about your homeworld.
It is not something I...
Okay. Oh, come
on. I'm the militia captain here. Are you here because you're in trouble or looking for it?
I've had a spot of trouble.
There is often opportunity in challenges, if you know how to look for it. I might have something for you. But first, you got any other reason for coming to militia headquarters?
I want to see if anyone needed a hand.
But we have a thing or two that need doing. You seriously want to help, just ask about it. Or any other you want.
What sort of work do you have?
I've seen a lot of visitors come through Kunda. You're the first one in a while that looks the capable sort. We have a small problem with Kinrath. Maybe you've already seen some of them. They're coming from a cave in the Kunda Plains. I'd take care of it myself, but there aren't many people in the militia. We'd lose too many men. There's a reward if you do it.
How much is your reward?
2,000 credits.
Whoa.
I agree with you, but I don't barter. I got more important...
Fine. What do you know about the cave?
We used some explosives to seal the cave a couple years back. Just made them angrier. They burrowed another entrance even closer to us. I know there are crystals in there, too. Some of the salvagers once thought about going in there to get some extra credits. Too many Kinrath, though. Cave is on the southeast side of the plains. Shouldn't be hard to find. That's all I can ask. You want something?
What's Garavik's connection to the militia?
Some of the salvagers went deep into the ruins and found a lot of Jedi relics. It's the most valuable haul the salvagers ever got. But all the salvagers that went down there are dead. So it seems every day or so some salvager comes claiming they're owed by such and such, or that they're related. The whole thing makes me sick. Garavik says he won the whole claim in a Pazak game with the last survivor, right before he killed him. But that was a fair fight. There were witnesses. But nobody remembers Garavik ever playing Pazak. I just hope someone takes this blasted claim off my hands. I'm tired of those lowlives pestering me. We've got real work to do. You want something?
Baron asked me to investigate you.
He did he? What's this about?
He wants to try reaching a compromise with the mercenaries. He's concerned You might provoke the mercenaries.
I know we don't agree on this, but he's crossing a line. He lives in his sheltered, settler world. He doesn't know what some people are capable of. So he's asked you to go looking into what I'm up to. If I didn't need every last man here.
This guy is way too serious. Any chance for a reward for letting you know?
No chance. You helped enough. It's you again. You want. You want. We've already. You want.
Oh, come on.
Don't cause any more trouble for Dantooine. I've had enough of it for...
I'm not reading that. Let me see what you're selling. Jedi robe. A crystal. +1 wisdom and charisma. That's good. Yeah, buy that. Why are there so many Kinrath and calf hounds around? How long have you been here? Alright.
Hello there. You haven't had any...
Got a few questions about the other people here in the
I'll
settlement.
tell you anything that's public knowledge. Most militia news...
You know anything about Suluru's problem?
Oh, you heard about that. We have so much to look into that Suluru's concern is pretty low on our list. We asked the salvagers, but they claim that the salvager responsible is nowhere to be found.
Heard rumors there's a Jedi around.
I've heard that rumor too. People get really riled up about Jedi around here. During the war, the Jedi were a big help here. They did everything for us, from clearing out dangerous beasts to solving a murder investigation. I try to stay out of it, though. Standing up for Jedi is...
Doing what's right isn't always popular. The Jedi are a blight. Their time is over.
I've heard all that before. I don't... Talking about Jedi is just depressing these days. All right.
Okay, nothing.
You'll find little welcome here, Jedi. For your own good, I recommend...
And go.
I will...
Are there any Mandalorians here? I might need to go get Mandalore. Oh, right. That annoying bug. There's a bug if you play at a high frame rate. Refresh rate. They get stuck after combat. How to reload? Is it every combat?
I shall make this. How may I serve?
I'm here.
My life is yours.
That's the crazy thing. He moves after I switch.
I shall honor them with battle. I'm here.
A weakness is revealed. The honor is mine.
Oh, she has some healing. Am I tired already?
What? You shouldn't sneak up on an old fella like that. You shouldn't be out of here anyway. This is Kinrath territory.
Kinrath.
It's just a habit. We warn people that the area around Kunda is dangerous, but some of them don't listen. Probably nothing you can't handle. But I'd stay clear of the caves.
What are you doing here?
A couple weeks back, there was an accident here. One of the Western Fringe farmers was coming to Kunda on his swoop with a load of atmospheric sensors. We found him dead and his swoop bike all banged up. I've come back a couple of times to try to figure out if that's what really happened.
Do you suspect foul play?
I do. The Kinrath are dangerous. But as long as you stay on your swoop bike, there's no way they should catch you. I've carefully searched this area and haven't found anything. So maybe our man just got sloppy. We really need those atmospheric sensors. I don't suppose you'd be willing to keep an eye out for something, hmm? It's technical. I doubt you'd understand it. But I'd really appreciate your help. I doubt you'll be able to find any evidence of what happened here. But you might come across the atmospheric sensors. They have to be somewhere. If you find any of them, just come back here. I'll pay you 1,000 credits for each one you can find, even if they're broken. No idea whatsoever. I figure it's a real long shot you'd ever spot one. But I also figure it wouldn't hurt to ask.
See what I can do. Enclave courtyard. Where's the cave?
A weakness is revealed.
You can't get around that?
How may I serve?
They do have to go walk back from Mando.
My life is yours.
Can I do it right here, though? Yes, I can.
What's wrong?
What's wrong? He's got high computer use. There's not much here for me. Melee, blaster pistols. You can get that. I don't know why he has high strength. He doesn't. He uses guns. Attack modifier +1. That's lame. Right, Buster.
What's wrong?
The honor is mine.
Nice.
Look who's walked into our camp, boy. Mandalore himself has come to visit us. I am the new Mandalore. I have reclaimed Mandalore's helmet, lost after our defeat at Revan's hands. Assemble the rest of your clan. You will return to Duxon. We must come together as we were before and prepare to fight a new war. A war that will return us to glory. And if I take that helmet from you, guess that makes me the new Mandalore. I've always wanted to be called that. I know all about your exploits, Mandalore. We have fallen far in the past years, but even still, I will not stand idly while a usurper claims to be my leader. It is unfortunate that you feel that way. Perhaps I'll be able to change your mind. Stay out of this. This is my fight.
Okay. I didn't expect that.
Time to die. Desire to spill any more Mandalorian blood today. Gather your clan and return to Duxon. You have seen the last of your... Yes, Mandalore.
Yes, Mandalore. Nice.
How may I serve?
Yeah.
You've wandered into the wrong camp. You got the look of a warrior, and we got all the blasters we need.
I know how this works. A mercenary or two can easily get work during the dry times as a bounty hunter or bodyguard. There's always odd jobs around. But large mercenary groups have to wait for things to get interesting to make their credits. It can be very lucrative and challenging work if there are battles to be fought.
If you're looking for work too, just take a trip spaceward. We don't need any more competition. Got it?
You don't think I'd make a capable mercenary?
Capability's got nothing to do with it. We don't have room because there's no work right now. If we get a contract, come back. You look like you might be WF. But only come back if you're not too particular on who you fight for, or what you're fighting. We'll take any contracts we can get right now.
Do you know anything about a thief?
I know about the thief. The amount of noise the settlers have made over that thief, you'd think he stole their whole planet. Before you ask, I have no idea who the thief is. It's not one of us. If we wanted something that bad, we'd just take it.
I heard you're been making trouble for the settlers.
What if we do? They're practically begging to be pushed around. You've seen them, right? They're weak.
Their skills may not allow... This isn't a failing. What do you think about Dantooine?
It's just another spaceport to me. We've been here too long for my tastes. And the settlers...
Why choose Dantooine as your base?
We have to live somewhere. Something those settlers don't seem to understand. That flaming administrator and her cat hound Zeron can't keep their noses out of our business. There's a natural order to things that they just don't seem to get. They'll learn.
What? 149 hours. What are you planning to do?
Just make sure these settlers know their place. The Republic is... I have time to kill, and talking... Most of us are veterans of the Jedi Civil War. Some even fought in the Mandalorian Wars. A lot of soldiers have been looking for a place in the galaxy. The really skilled usually wind up here.
Who's your leader?
A sentient by the name of Azkul. He was an elite trooper from Malak during the Jedi Civil War. He knows how to wage war.
Why haven't you been able to line up a job?
We had a contract with the Republic, doing some work in the Outer Rim. But they scaled back, and we were some of the casualties. Now the Republic isn't hiring anymore. I hear they have no credits.
Okay, well...
Smells like another salvager's come to our camp. Vacate, Mudlicker. Don't make me tell you again.
Ease off, Nalik. There's better sport than this one.
I don't need help to take out a Mudlicker.
Like your friend said, I'm not a salvager, I'm a warrior like yourself. Ooh, I want to fight him.
What? I'm a veteran of the Jedi Civil War. I fought dozens of battle-trained Republic soldiers. You're going to... You've given me all the excuse I need, outsider. You're dead now.
Crush opposition.
I can't wait for those salvagers to ship off this planet. I smell them.
I don't suppose you're here to hide.
At the Enclave? I see something.
You are no match for us. A weakness revealed. How may I serve?
What's wrong?
You a new salvager? Or one of those Kunda cantina rats coming here to complain?
I'm just visiting.
Oh, is that so? You're no mercenary, and with those armaments, this isn't a social call. You're at least thinking of heading to the ruins. I'm gonna give you some advice. Turn back. There's nothing you're gonna find.
Have you heard anything about the thief around here?
Don't tell me that flaming Solru sent you. I went over all this with Zeron. We've been hit by the flaming thief more than he has. Every other night it seems we find something missing. And it's not like we have much. We keep asking Zeron to help us, but he sends us nobody.
Nobody.
So the thief keeps coming from the ruins or whatever hole he lives in and taking what's ours. If we ever catch him, we'll take our time killing him.
Who do you think the thief is?
The only guess I've heard is it's a mercenary that's been kicked out. Most of them leave us alone. They focus most of their attention on the settlers. But we really don't know.
Why haven't you tried to tell Sulro?
I hear he's planning to shoot anybody that goes on his farm. I'm just glad we're not the only people suffering. Maybe if he moans enough, the militia will do something. That's our best guess. Sneaky as sin, but Raylon caught a glance of him that way. We keep hoping the Lagrex finish the thief off, but that would be far too easy for us. If you haven't met Raylon, though, he's not reliable. If you must. If you can do...
Why don't you think I'll find anything?
Because anything valuable in the ruins was carted away months ago. The only salvagers left are either desperate, ornery, or not right in the head. And while you look dirty enough to be here, I don't think you're any of those things. So go back to Kunda. If you're not going to listen to anybody, maybe you can help me out. The only place that has anything is the sub-level. And they're now dead fools. I'd like to do the decent thing and get their body. So, if you find a couple human corpses down there, just grab...
How may I serve?
What's wrong?
The honor is mine. The honor is mine.
What's wrong?
Tapele gathered a group to go to the sub-level. They're probably all gonna get
The
killed.
honor is mine.
What's wrong?
How may I serve?
Come on. First comes a crystal cave. Then I get my named crystal. Bum 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 bum. Nice already.
A weakness is revealed.
No one crosses the bridge.
The honor is mine.
Yeah?
How may I serve?
She can't move.
What's
He
wrong?
can't move. Just you. Great. Is this back? Oh, I just went in a circle.
The honor is mine.
That's annoying.
What's wrong?
How may I serve?
Yeah?
How may I serve?
I don't know why. I'm actually really tired. I have to call it. This is it for me.